Welcome students for this lecture 36th on load compensation using instantaneous symmetrical component theory for delta connected load. What we discussed in the previous classes were for star connected load 3-phase 4-wire system. So this is essentially 3-phase 3-wire system. Okay, and even if the previous scheme we have a 3-phase 3-wire system, the scheme works. So it is not really function of the configuration. This is actually delta connected load. You can see on the right hand side. Okay, this is delta AB, BC and CA. So the load currents are A to B, ILAB. So you can see it here. Okay, so this is ILAB. Here, then ILBC, this one, and ILCA. Okay, and then we have compensator across each phase to phase configuration, A to B, B to C and C to A. So this is the compensator between A and B, this is the compensator between B and C, and this is the compensator between C and A. Alright, so this is the configuration of compensator. We have taken the reverse direction for the compensator current as compared to the load current. You can see it here. This is similar concept as we have used for the previous case when we have taken the load like this. This is the load suppose for a phase A, then the compensator injects the current in the opposite direction like this. This is ILA, you can say, this is IFA star. Okay, so this is the same configuration which we have used. Therefore, the directions of the compensators are opposite. It basically means the current is supplied to the load and circulate between the compensator and the phase like this, and the phase currents A to B. These are the 3-phase source voltages, as you can see, BSA, BSB and BSC, and the line currents are ISA, ISB and ISC. The objective of the load compensation is to make ISA, ISB and ISC in phase with their respective voltages BSA, BSB and BSC. Irrespective of the load between the phases AB, BC, CA, it could be a unbalanced 3-phase load, it could be a harmonic load, it could be a power switched kind of a load. Any configuration exists for the loads between the phases. Okay, so actually in concept the problem is similar to the previous one. There is some change in the formulations, particularly the summation of current ISA, ISB, ISC equal to 0 after compensation. So first objective in the previous scheme was that the sum of the 3-phase currents after compensation must be equal to 0. It basically says that there should be no neutral current, and if the frequency is only fundamental sine nature, then it basically also means that the 3-phase currents are balanced and sinusoidal. Otherwise they are distorted, but sum is equal to 0. Fine. So then this condition is not very useful. Actually this condition is very obvious. This condition is very obvious, very trivial. Why it is trivial? Because this is the property of 3-phase 3-wire system. We can see it here. We know this 3-phase 3-wire system, so zero sequence current cannot flow anyway, and hence it does not convey any masses. Okay, you can see it here. What is ISA? ISA is equal to ILAB minus IFAB, the effective current from point A to B. This is ILAB dash, you can say. This is effective current because the compensator current is flowing in the opposite direction. So therefore, the net current which is flowing in this direction is ILAB minus IFAB star. This is the current which effectively flows from point A to B after compensation. Therefore, ISA is equal to ILAB minus IFAB minus ILCA minus IFCA, and the effective current that flows here is ILCA minus IFCA star. Okay, this is the effective current that flows into A. This is out of A. Therefore, the difference of these two currents will make the effective current IS after compensation. So therefore, IS is equal to ILAB minus, here ILAB minus IFAB. So this is the effective current for AB and minus CA. So CA effective current is ILCA minus IFCA star. I hope it is very clear to you. This is the first important thing. Or you can say this is ILAB dash minus ILFA CA dash. Okay. So this is ILCA. Make this ILCA dash, and this is the dash actually. This is the value of ILA dash, the effective load current from A to B. Or you can say effective source current, because after compensation it is part of the source current. It doesn't matter much. The whole thing is that this net current for A to B, this is the net current for C to A, and the difference makes the ISA. Similarly, ISB, so ISB is nothing but ILBC minus IFBC star. This is the net current from B to C minus AB. So ILAB minus IFAB star. And ISC is equal to ILCA minus IFCA star, similar to the previous ones, and minus ILBC minus IFBC star. And you can see it here that these terms go away. This goes with this goes with this, and this goes with this one. BC goes with BC, and CA goes with this one. Okay. So the net current flowing into the imagined zero sequence path, you can say, that is ISA plus ISB plus ISC equal to 0. I need not to prove it. It is very much clear from the circuit diagram. Okay. It's already clear from the circuit diagram. So that's why I am saying it is trivial. Then what equation has to be used for current expression? Because we need three conditions. One condition, if you remember, was from the current equation. The second condition was from the power equation, and third condition was from the power factor condition. Three equations, three variables. What variables we have to solve here? We have to solve here IFAB star, because they are the compensator, IFBC star, and IFCA star. These currents have to be solved. So there are actually three variables, and therefore we need three equations. And these three equations have been obtained in the previous case. One from the current condition, second was the power condition, and third was the power factor conditions. Similar equations will be used here, but as I said, this equation does not hold much here in the sense of giving some proper relationship. So we use another equation that is called zero sequence or circulating current within delta. So this forms the circulating current within delta after compensation. This can also be called zero sequence current for delta network. Okay, why this is zero sequence current? As I said, if I say ILAV dash is equal to ILAV, the effective current after compensation, IFAV, actually this is one way ISAV you can say, because once it is compensated it becomes source current. So ISAV equal to ILAV dash equal to ILAV minus IFAV. Similarly, ISBC equal to IL dash BC equal to ILBC minus IFBC star. And similarly, ISC equal to IL, not ABC actually, this is BC, this is CA equal to ILCA dash equal to ILCA minus IFCA star. Okay, so these form the source equivalent line to line, or you can say phase to phase currents. And if I take the zero sequence, positive sequence, negative sequence, then zero sequence is ISAV plus ISBC plus ISCA must be equal to 0. It means the zero sequence within delta, because zero sequence won't exist outside in the line currents, therefore we are looking for the zero sequence currents within the delta. Okay, this is a very interesting point, please note it. Okay, so basically what we are saying, the zero sequence current flowing here, this one here must be equal to 0, and this zero sequence is nothing but 1 by 3 of ISAV dash SAB plus ISBC plus ISCA must be equal to 0. This is actually, you can say ISAB 0, zero sequence 1 by 3 by symmetrical component. This must be equal to 0, which basically implies that this must be equal to 0. Okay, so this ensures that zero sequence current or the circulating current within the delta must be equal to 0. This condition is useful and it is equivalent to this equation, which means ISAB star plus ISBC star plus ISCA star. The star means the reference current that is supposed to flow between A to B, B to C and C to A after compensation must be equal to 0. This is the first condition. Okay, and in this condition, this is one variable, this is second variable, this is third variable. It's like x plus y plus z. So this is x plus y plus z equal to 0. So we have to solve for x, y and z. Clear? Alright, let us go for next equation. The next equation is that the power, the average load power must be supplied from the source. That is PS, even a small PS, because if it is balanced and sinusoidal, the PS become equal to capital PS. There is no time varying term. So PS, small PS equal to capital PS must be equal to BSA into ISA plus BSB into ISB plus BSC into ISC equal to PL average, which is average load power. If you want, you can simply solve it like this, 0 to T and 1 by T. Or you can have like this, BSA into ILA equivalent. Okay, and since you don't have phase access on the load side, so what we can do, we can say BSAB into ILAB plus VSBC before compensation, remember, into ILBC LVC plus VSCA into ILCA. This whole thing into dt and 0 to T1 minus T to T1. It's running average. This is the average load power. So I hope this point is clear. Okay, and therefore this BSC into ISA plus BSB into ISB plus BSC into ISC must be equal to this PL average. Now we substitute ISA, ISB, ISC. What is ISA? This is ISA. The first equation is ISA. So this is for ISA, this is for ISB, this is for ISC. We use these equations in this power equation. So we substitute ISA. This is whole thing is ISA after compensation, or ISA star if you want, you can say, because this is theoretical current, this is not actual current. Actual current will come after the compensation, after using the actual inverter. Okay, and this is ISB, this is ISC. So ISC has come here, ISB has come here, and ISA has come here into BSA. So this is ISA into BSA, this is ISB into BSB, and this is ISC into BSC, equal to PL average. Okay, now once we have this equation, we will arrange in the variables of x, y, z, because we defined this as the x. So this is x here, this is y, and this is z. Okay, so we will arrange in the order of x, y, z, and you can see that if we collect the coefficient of ILAB minus IFAB star, so then there are two places this term is there. Number one, it is here, and number two, it is here. Therefore it becomes BSA minus BSB. So this is BSA minus BSB, and the second term is ILBC. So ILBC is here, ILBC is here. So this becomes BSB minus BSC. So this is BSB minus BSC. And the last one is ILA minus IFCA star into BSC minus PLA, equal to PL average. This is second equation. Okay, so this forms the equation from the power condition. Now remaining is the power factor equation. The power factor equation was that the desired power factor is phi plus from the source, then BSA plus angle BA plus means positive sequence, instantaneous positive sequence component, and its angle must be equal to the angle of ISA plus phi plus. So this has to be maintained if we desired certain power factor between the compensated source current and the respective voltages. And then we substitute the values of BSA plus, ISA plus from the concept of instantaneous symmetrical components and simplify it. If you can recall, we already have done it, because this equation is same. We are looking from source side. So if you look from the source side for given SA plus and BSA plus, this equation will result into the same equation as we have done earlier. So I am directly writing this equation here. Okay, now this equation is what we have proved earlier. I hope you can recall it. This condition has come from, this equation has come from this condition. The only thing we have to do is to replace ISA, ISB, ISC. These factors are, I can read it, BSB minus BSC for phase A, plus B beta plus beta into BSB plus BSC minus 2BSA, and the same type of expression is here as well, and then here. But since we form in the XYZ form where X is equal to ILAB minus IFAB star, so I have to replace this ISA and ISB and ISC in form of the line to line currents or phase to phase currents. You can say A to B, B to C and CA. So now this is ISA. Okay, this is ISA from this to this. This is ISB and so on. Okay, and similarly this is ISC. So ISC expression line to line currents into the voltage coefficients whatever we have earlier, these are multiplied, and after multiplication again we collect the coefficient of X by Z, that is ILAB minus IFAB star. You can see it here. Let us take the first term, that is called ILAB minus IFAB. We will take this term as a first term. So this is at two places. At this place is there, and then we have at this place AB, this place. Okay. So the coefficient of ILAB minus IFAB star is this minus this. The whole thing, this minus this. So you can see here, this minus this. When I say minus, so it becomes minus BSC here. You can see this becomes minus BSC. This becomes plus BSA, minus minus plus. Not this equation, ILB. Minus sign is here, so because of minus sign it becomes minus. And minus beta here into BSC plus BSA minus 2 BSB. Okay, here. Then we simplify and we see that in beta coefficient terms, we collect the coefficient of beta and non-beta terms, and we see here that BSC and BSC cancels here. Okay, the remaining terms are being simplified using zero sequence voltage. For example, here the first term, here BSA plus BSB plus BS minus 2 BSC plus beta. So we add one BSC and subtract one BSC. So if we add BSC, it becomes 3 BSA 0. Zero sequence voltage, 3 BSA 0. Okay, and this minus BSC and this minus 2 BSC becomes minus 3 BSC. So it becomes 3 BSC minus 3 BSC. Now from this we will take common as 3 minus 3, it becomes BSC minus BSA 0. Okay, so this equation minus 3 is common, therefore we can take it outside, minus 3 here, this one. It becomes BSC minus BSA 0. And in beta terms, if you see, it is BSB plus 2 BSB. It becomes 3 BSB. Okay. Then we have minus 2 BSA and minus BSA. So it becomes minus 3 BSA. So 3 BSB minus 3 BSA. We want to keep the sequence A minus B, so we take again minus 3 common, so minus 3 BSA minus BSB. So this becomes minus 3 beta BSA minus BSB, and the first term becomes minus 3 into BSC minus BSA 0. Similar terms are obtained for the next two variables, that is ILBC minus IFBC star and ILCA minus IFCA star. We just update this subscript, so C becomes A, C becomes A here, this is SA0, and A becomes B and B becomes C. Therefore, The third equation is, and 3 is common, minus 3 is common from all the sides, so this minus 3 will also go away because it is equal to 0. And finally we will get this equation as BSC minus BSA 0, the first one, plus beta BSA minus BSB into x. This is ILAB minus IFAB star. So you say x variable. Then BSA minus BSA 0 plus beta BSB minus BSC, the whole bracket, into ILBC minus IFBC star. This is by second variable, and this is the third variable z. Okay, so we have third equation, 3 equations, 3 variables. We arrange them in the matrix form. So you can see this matrix. So this is x by z. Okay, this is x, this is by, this is z, and we have to solve for them. So this is correspond to the first current equation. This corresponds to the power equation, and this corresponds to the power factor equation. We have changed the sequence. It is 1, 3, 2. Okay, the 3 comes at the second row. So this equation comes as a second row. This is first and this is second equation. We can do otherwise also, but it is more convenient to simplify. Okay, and this matrix is similar to the previous, except earlier there was here simply ISA, ISB, ISC. Okay, but here in the form of the ILAB minus IFAB star. Basically it is effective source current, so it becomes like ISAB actually. So this is ISBC, this is equal to ISCA. This is the only difference. This is effective term in form of the source current, not this. Okay, and also there is some change in the matrix A. Earlier it was simply BSA, BSB, BSC. Now it is BSA minus BSB, BSB minus BSC, BSC minus BSA. That's only difference, but concept is same. We have to solve for ILAB minus IFAB star, ILBC minus IFBC star, and ILCA minus IFCA star. Okay, to solve this we follow the same concept, same procedure. We will first denote in this form that the matrix A, which is this matrix, this is A matrix, into the column vector of current here equal to 0, 0 PL average, and therefore the currents column vector on the left hand side is equal to A inverse into 0, 0 PL average. Now A inverse is same as 1 by determinant into cofactors transpose. 1 by determinant into matrix cofactors transpose and 0, 0 PL average. Now if we make the cofactor transpose, then we will get the row as column. So AC11, AC12, AC13 will come here, AC21, 22 and 23 will come here, 31 and 32 and 33 will come here into 0, 0 PL average. If I multiply these cofactors with this matrix with the column vector on the right hand side 0, 0 PL average, you will see these become 0, so they won't matter to us. We need not to compute them, only this into this will be useful, this into this and this into this, and therefore the currents on the left hand side are equal to 1 by delta into AC31, AC32 and AC33 into PL average. So what we need to compute is the determinant value and these cofactors and average load power. Okay, now we can compute these parameters as we have done earlier in the same manner, and you can verify what I got it and what is being proved in the book step by step. I'm not going to solve it again, but you try yourself. Do not believe me. Whatever I am saying, you have to convince yourself by proving, by deriving this relationship by yourself. Okay? So you will see that this determinant mod A is equal to minus BSAB square plus BSBC square plus BSC square, equal to minus, okay, minus 3 BSJ square J for ABC minus 3 BSA0 square equal to also minus 3 BSJ minus BSA0 square. You see how this matrix, determinant matrix of the matrix, is different from the previous one. The difference is of sign only. Okay? Difference is only of sign. Otherwise it is same. So I can say this is equal to minus A. The previous one we have noted by delta, means determinant of matrix. We use this kind of a thing. So negative of the previous one is equal to this determinant. Okay? So keep in mind, it's easy to remember that for this matrix the determinant is just negative of the previous one. And the cofactors, if you simplify, cofactors AC31 and AC32 and AC33, then you will find these cofactors are equal to, number 1, AC31 is equal to minus BSAB minus 3 beta BSC minus BSA0, and AC32 is equal to BSBC minus 3 beta BSA minus BSA0, okay, and AC33 equal to BSCA minus 3 beta BSB minus BSA0. Each has a negative sign. So we know determinant. Again you have to prove it. Okay, detailed are given in the book. So go step by step and prove them that these relations are correct. Take it as a small assignment for you. Okay, it's already given, but you have to write step by step and show that. So once these are known to us, then we'll find the XYZ, that is ILAB minus IFAB star equal to AC31 by determinant A into PL average. So AC31 is minus BSAB minus 3 beta BSC minus BSA0 into PL average by minus 3 sigma BSAJ square minus BSA0 square. So this 3 will go both the sides. Okay, so this 3 minus will go with this minus, this 3 will go with this 3, and this becomes BSA by 3. Therefore we get here BSAB by 3 minus beta BSC minus BSA0 by sigma BSJ square minus 3 BSA square into PL average equal to ILB minus IFAB, because this is ILAB minus IFAB star. What we have to find finally is IFAB star. So I will take on this side, this will go on this side. So therefore IFAB star is ILAB minus this whole term, which is equivalent to ILAB minus ISAB star. So this whole term is equivalent to ISAB star. This whole thing is basically ISAB star equivalently. Okay, and therefore for second phase as well we can write that the currents between point B to C and C to A are given as the similar expression, okay, except that we have the update of the subscript. So IF BC star becomes ILBC minus BSBC by 3 minus beta B beta minus beta BSA minus BSA 0 y sigma BSJ square minus 3 BSA square into PL average. And the third one is IFCA star equal to ILCA minus BSCA by 3 minus beta BSB minus BSA 0 by sigma BSJ square minus BSA square into PL average. So 3 currents, 3 variables, we can solve it online and we can make this compensation. Let us make some simplification to understand this, similar to what we have done in the previous case. Let us say we want unity power factor from the source. Unity power factor from the source. Therefore, phi plus is equal to 0. And therefore, beta, which is tan phi plus by root 3, is also equal to 0. Therefore, beta is equal to 0. And if the supply voltages are balanced, then BSA0 equal to 0, the 0 sequence voltage is equal to 0, because this is equal to 1 by 3 of BSA plus BSB plus BSC. Okay. Now we substitute this BSA0 as 0 and beta is also 0. Then the compensator filter currents becomes IFAB star ILAB minus BSAB by 3 times of sigma BSJ square into PL average, because this 3 will come here down, so this 3 will come here and 3 times of sigma BSA square, and here it becomes BSCA, so or BSAB. So this is the first equation from A to B, and IFBC star is therefore ILVC minus BSBC by 3 times of sigma BSA square into PL average. And similarly we have IFCA ILA minus BSCA by 3 times of sigma BSA square into PL average. Okay. Now we already have proved that sigma BSJ square for valence voltage is nothing but 3B square. Last time we proved the sigma BSJ square is a constant quantity if the 3 phase voltages are balanced sinusoidal of fundamental frequency. Then its value is 3B square. So substitute the 3B square, then we will get the expression as IFAB star equal to ILAB minus BSAB by 9B square into PL average, because this is 3B square, 3 into 3, 9. And the second phase IFBC star equal to ILBC minus BSBC by 9B square into PL average. And the third phase is IFCA star equal to ILCA minus BCA by 9B square into PL average. You see this is constant, because 9B square is constant. This is also constant for a given load. Therefore, if we look this expression, it becomes ILAB minus VSAB by B square, you can say B square, or 3B square if you want to say, line to line voltage square, divide by PL average by 3. This one. Are you following me? It basically means root 3B square by PL average by 3. PL average by 3 implies the per phase power, the power shared by per phase, and root 3 means line to line voltage. So this is equivalent to, can you guess it, its dimension? Equivalent to R equivalent line to line. Or you can think like this is equivalent line to line. This is seen by the utility. Finally, this is A, B, C. This is ISA, this is ISB, this is ISC. So what ISA, ISB, ISC will see the network as a perfectly balanced resistive load, because this value is same for all three phases. And therefore, the effective source current, line to line source currents are in phase with the respective voltage, and therefore ISA, ISB, ISC are also in phase with their respective voltages. If ISA, ISB, ISC, remember it, if ISA, AV, ISBC, ISCA are in phase with VSAB, VSBC, VSCA, then ISA, then ISA and ISB and ISC are also in phase with VSA, VSB and VSC. Alright, so this is what the scheme of compensation, and finally it gives the current which are in phase with their respective voltages. You can also define certain power factor. If you want 0.8 power factor lag and lead for the compensated source current, beta can be set there. Okay, so there is example 5.5 based on this concept. Please solve the example, go through it. It is similar to what I have described in the previous section. So with this I complete this unit, and the remaining unit is series compensation using DVR, dynamic voltage restorer.